Well, guys, Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith, the re-release, was a massive success. No thanks to Disney. All thanks to George Lucas. However, if you actually want to go and see Revenge of the Sith right now in a movie theater, you can't do it. Disney has pulled it. Why they pulled it? Well, it was making money, and then I guess, they're probably thinking, you know what? Let's pull this movie because we want the Thunderbolts to actually be in more theaters. Yeah, the MCU movie. Of course, MCU is owned by Disney as well. Well, my friend Drunk 3PO Jay is going to break this down in this 5-minute video. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
It was a record-breaking weekend for Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith, which has now grossed $900 million at the global box office. Could we see it hit $1 billion?
Okay. That $900 million, that's really from 2005. I believe Revenge of the Sith re-release got like 30 million. But if you actually adjust for inflation on, let's just say 870 million in 2005, that's in the, I'm just doing that, some probably like 1.5 billion today in today's dollars. So anyway.
Well, not this coming weekend. Why? Because Disney decided that they were going to pull the movie on April 31st. That's right. It was only in theaters for a couple days. And a
Big
lot
mistake.
of Star Wars fans are very upset at Lucasfilm saying, why'd you do this? Well, I have a theory, and we'll go through it now. As you can see here, many Star Wars fans are upset with Lucasfilm saying, it makes no sense. You fumbled. And I could go on, but you guys understand. They're like, why would you release this movie, then just take it away, when it was doing so well in the theaters? And why not keep it in theaters for the Disney Star Wars May the 4th weekend?
Yeah. May the 4th is in a few days. Star Wars Day.
Well, as you said, Disney doesn't want people to go and see the Thunderbolt. But the thing is, if it's not a good movie, whether Disney take away Revenge of the Sith or not, people are not going to see Thunderbolt.
I would much rather see Revenge of the Sith. I mean, I'm not too much into Thunderbolts anyway.
Well, I guess Disney may be scared that no one will see the Thunderbolt and the Revenge of the Sith make a lot of money, and there might be a protest or something.
I don't know about a protest. I was looking at the tracking. I believe Thunderbolts is supposed to be tracking like 80 million, but I don't know the budget, and we know these budgets are way out of control now. So let's continue watching.
Everybody would be ready and hyped to go, right? But no. Disney was like, we're done. Sorry. Because I don't think they wanted it to compete with another Disney film that was coming out this weekend. Well, look who we have here. The creator of Deadpool says Disney pulled the Revenge of the Sith so as to not take money away from the Thunderbolts during May the 4th. These people are nuts.
Yeah.
Look at this one. Sold out the last showing of the release 20 years later. Disney is retarded. And here are some of the stats.
Wait, Thunderbolt is Marvel, right?
Yeah, it's Marvel.
So maybe Disney want to bump up the profit for
Marvel. They're trying to do that. They're trying to get more people to go and watch that movie and not Revenge of the Sith.
But they should know that people are not going to see the movie if the movie is not good.
I mean, people are going to go see the movie. They're going to have to judge it for themselves. They don't know if the movie's going to be good unless they actually watch it. But when it comes to Revenge of the Sith, people really showed up for this movie. And they dropped the ball because they could have made more money.
Stats that ended Revenge of the Sith, it grossed $3.4 million on Wednesday from 2,800 locations. It probably would have done well the May the 4th weekend because a lot of Disney Star Wars fans celebrate May the 4th as Star Wars Day. And then I like this guy. He goes, the film will be playing in theaters with a W. With a W. You get the idea. Many Star Wars fans are very angry that they didn't get a chance to watch this movie in the big screen and that Lucasfilm or Disney decided not to keep it in theaters over the May the 4th weekend. It probably would have generated a lot more money because people would have gone out of, hey, let's have some fun. It's May the 4th. It's Star Wars Day. Let's go see Revenge of the Sith. Oh, but no, we're talking about Disney. They probably didn't want any competition for the Thunderbolts because how embarrassing would it be if Revenge of the Sith did a little bit better than their brand new Marvel film? I don't think it could happen, but stranger things has happened before. What if like episode 3 was released the same weekend as Snow White or some of these other films? Yes, it is embarrassing for Disney that they can't put out stuff that people actually want to go to the theater and see. That it takes a 20-year-old film to get people excited again and create a buzz on social media to talk about Star Wars in a positive way. So I believe, and you know, I could be wrong, but it just looks this way, that they specifically took it out of the theaters Wednesday because the Thunderbolts come out on Thursday. You know, and they're just like, we can't be, we've been embarrassed enough, okay?
I was wondering if they have to pay George Lucas.
I was curious about that too. I'm not really sure. Probably not, considering, you know, George sold the entire company and the rights. But maybe he actually gets a lot of people have speculated that he actually gets kickbacks from merchandise. Mm-hmm. Because when it came to like the original trilogy, mm-hmm. George made a killing on the toys and stuff like that. Because like if you look at the Boba Fett show, everybody was talking about Boba Fett's outfit looks different mm-hmm. than it did in the original trilogy, and people were thinking that way maybe they don't have to pay George. I don't know. So
last thing we need is an old George Lucas film to embarrass us again. Basically, that's just telling the world that we don't know what we're doing, and the old stuff was a lot better. Well, listen, we don't need a box office to tell us that. We definitely don't need it. We already know. We already know. And I guess the box office should tell you that there are Star Wars fans out there hungry for good Star Wars, not the stuff that has been produced by Disney. I'm curious to see if they're going to release The Force Awakens. Or why didn't they release Rogue One? Because of all the Andor hype. Oh, yeah, Andor didn't even...
Nobody's watching Andor.
The viewership. It didn't even make the front page. So that's all I'm saying. But what do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. You can be like, oh, Jay, you're just being petty.
No, Jay's not being petty. Clearly, they did this to help the Thunderbolts. I mean, Star Wars Day is in a few days. A few days. And you pull this movie, a Star Wars classic, you pull it. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and wrap this up here, man. I mean, I'm not surprised. Disney, you had a winner with Revenge of the Sith and re-releasing it, and then you just completely messed it up. That's going to wrap it up, guys. We'll be back on Monday with another video. Until then, be safe.
Goodbye.